Hello and welcome. I'm just excited about tonight. I'm excited about spending time with you all. And so come on in. And this is my intuitive astrology. And I know it is a long weekend here. I know it's a full moon. Many of you are going to be having your own celebrations and doing your rituals and all of that fun stuff this evening. And so I'm, opening my doors. I'm not I'm not sure how many people are going to come in tonight. But I would just, with this, I just wanted to share some here. Gotta come on over here. I want to share this with you because this energy with the energies that are here right now. There we go. So it is a conflicting type of energy that we have going on right now. And because the cosmos is sending us very conflicting energy. And the messages today, first encouraging us to take risk and then cautioning us against bucking authority. And the futuristic Aquarius full moon, which shifts our focus away from the fulfilling personal needs towards considering what is best for the community. The tension between the self-oriented Leo sun and the humanitarian. So this Aquarius moon is exuberated, and it's, by the square and the rebellious Uranus. And we are simply being asked to shake up the status quo and to release what no longer serves us. If we are unwilling to embrace change, the cosmos will seek out an unresolved issue and target our weak spots and issue wake-up calls impossible to ignore. So this is a moon that you better release whatever you want to release if there's something there. And it is also finding innovative ways to help people during these unstable times and allows our best selves to shine. So this moon, even though it's bringing in some conflicting energy, but it's wanting us to shine in such beautiful ways. Unfortunately, the second part of the planetary memo is a joint notice from interactive Mercury and stern Saturn. Saturn's like, you got to do it my way. Mercury's like, well, I'm just going to give you the information and how everything's going. And running into opposition now is a test of our preparedness and our integrity. Receiving passing grades from Saturn is a culmination of our perseverance and hard work, and a confirmation from the universe to the drawing board. Controversial. Hang on here. So this is my old phone, and the screen is broken. So the universe to proceed to the next level. So otherwise, it is back to the drawing board, so we can rethink our plans and revise our strategy. In either case, our success requires that we keep showing up if we want our dreams to become reality. So that means that you got to show up. If you are pursuing something, my youngest son's girlfriend is, we'll put it at complicated, is still going for her to become a paramedic. So she hasn't stopped, through all of this. Yes, there's been where they postponed her exams and everything, but she's still going forward to pursue her dreams. She still does, her daily workouts and everything else because she has to have stamina and everything to be that, to be a paramedic. So there's a there's where we can't give up on our dreams. So if there's something out there that you are really wanting to pursue, it's going forth with it. Still showing up, doing what you have to do. Maybe there are some things that are blocked from you right now because of the powers that be, but you're still going to find a way to pursue it, to find out, to study for it, to continue and strive for it. And there's a flexible attitude and a healthy sense of humor helps us to handle whatever surprises may come our way. And actress Halle Berry said, there have been so many people who have said to me, you can't do that. But I've had an innate belief that they were wrong. Be unwavering and relentless in your approach. And that's so true. This is like you got to continue on. And that was a post by Rick Levine, who is an astrologer. And I just loved what he wrote. So I wanted to share that with you this evening. So it is interesting times we're in. So I'm sending out love to you all, hoping everybody's having a fabulous day and, feeling all the craziness of this energy and the conflicts that are coming in with some. But it is, I find it funny because my daughter just got she's an Aquarius, and she just suddenly had to clean. And that's might be that excess energy that's coming in for you. That's like, nope, I'm going to vacuum the stairs. So just like, go for it. So having that energy of wanting to, create, do, and clean. Sometimes this full moon gets a pent up energy that you just want to go, go, go. So allow yourself to go with that flow and to do it. So I just burnt a little sage, and my quarters are still up from my full moon meditation. I haven't taken them down. So I have the energies of the east and of the south and of the west and of the north. I asked them to spread in and around my home, to come through my home and bring their energies to, let's do these guys over here. There we go. So I have the magic box with all of the signs in there. My beautiful goddess box. I love my goddess box. And so I have all the signs in here, and it's, they have beautiful crystals in here that are with them. It's beautiful. There's some carnelian in there, and, argonite. Yeah. So it's in here with all of the lovely little signs. So we don't know who's going to go first yet, because I draw from the box and to see who goes first. And I got all the cards laid out. I got the zodiac. I got the fortune cards. I got the black moon. And I'm using the witch's tarot tonight. So my little witch's tarot, they're so cute. So I'm using those cards tonight. And I decided my hair is down, so we'll see how long that lasts. But I'm doing the Leo look, so having the hair all fluffed up. So having the Leo energy coming forth, that big mane. So if you know a Leo, usually Leos have a lot of hair. So it's quite hilarious. So, roar, yes, bring that Leo. Roar. So I am not a Leo, by the way, for those who are joining me for the first time. I didn't introduce myself. I just went on. So my name's Mary Jane Tracy, psychic medium, spiritual love of life coach, loving the astrology. I'm a lover of astrology, and I'm bringing in that energy of the cosmos and the shenanigans of the planets. And I'm coming here to give you the intuitive weekly report on the 411 on what's happening for you and your sign. So this is for your sun, moon, and rising sign. And if you are, if you don't know what that is, if you don't know what your rising sign is or your moon sign is, a couple ways that you can find it, well, not your rising sign, but at least your moon sign, is that you can Google an ephemeris, and you can put your date if you don't know the time, or you could go to Cafe Astrology, put all your information in there, and go from there. And that'll give you some of the information that you may want. And it's, I find, your moon sign has so much to do with your internal core, how you react to things, and how you pursue. And here we come talking about moon signs. The ruler where the moon rules and the moon loves to be, is in Cancer. So here we go, Cancers. Oh, this is where your inner changes. There's some calling out for you. There's a huge calling for you, my little Cancerians, to shed off. There's a lot of shedding I feel like you need to be doing. As long as you know, I'll be okay. So this is where, in doing so, you're going to be making room. So this is making room for what reflects that new attitude of self-worth and self-love. And it seems to be going in a flow here of a lot of energy coming in for you, Cancers, of really coming into a power, coming into like this energy of saying, you know what, I'm ready to allow myself, shall I dare to say, roar, and allowing myself to be seen, to be out there. And that's something for Cancers because they are a homebody, but they really need to shed, to make room. They really need to let go and shake it off and shake things off. This love needs a new role. So there's this energy that's coming in and it's vibrant, right? Bringing in this vibrance, bringing in this energy. And of course, what do we end up with? Pisces. So that's bringing in some, interesting energy for you. So you might get a little bit, I got wistful, whimsical, bringing in this energy of compassion. But in order for you to shed, you got to do some forgiveness. So if you're hanging on to, I got like an old love. If you're hanging on to an old love or somebody who's like, stabbed you, this is really a time of releasing because your soul's rebirth is happening right now, and which could see it transcending limitations. So it's also feeling brand new and fresh. And in order to feel that way, you really have to let go of the old. So it's like you've weathered the storm, you've come through, and it's coming through all the thorns and saying, yeah, I'm ready for that sunrise. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for this. I'm wanting to have this, and I know I can't hang on to things that are holding me back. This is flying free, allowing yourself to be open. This is where when your ruler, the moon, is full, you are feeling this energy. So this week is really a week to help you to transcend, to help you to shed. This is a huge, it's like a snake. You're shedding a lot of old energies. And it's going to bring you instability. In comes the earth element. So the stability is there. You're wanting the stability. You're wanting to have that because you know what? What may be holding you back is the past. Our past things. You're reaching out to fly to somewhere new, but there's that energy that you might be hanging on to old wounds. There is where you are determined for a better future, yet somehow you don't want it, or you're afraid of it, or you're afraid of letting go of something. So this is a theme that might be repeating in your life. There might be a karmic family theme that's coming in. So, with Venus that's meeting the North Node, this is bringing up someone or a situation from your past. So something is being brought up. And it's being brought up for many of us because it is in the North Node. But this, this energy, this is coming forth that is bringing in some newness for you. This is bringing in with that, with that North Node in Gemini. Here you are. This is at the end. This is the end of spring, right? So this energy is like this ending, allowing you to step forward and flash forward and step into a time machine so that you can go back and you can start looking and releasing what are those increments that I no longer need? What are those pieces that I'm hanging on to? Because there is where you weigh, there's a weight that you're carrying. There's a weight that you're carrying, and it's time to let it go and knowing that it's all done and trusting that it's done. And that's where this energy is. It's like trusting that you can go forward in order to glam up, to start to look beautiful, open yourself up to some new love. And that doesn't have to be a physical love, but this is about looking into things that you love, bringing in that love, bringing in this energy of renewal for you. And it's very, I find sometimes with my lovely Cancers, it's hard for you guys to just let things go and move on. You know, you hang on for things for quite some time. But this is really important this week for you to shed. The energies are there to help you, to guide you within this shedding. And if you're not, I mean, you're going to find, I feel what they're showing me is you're going to be putting yourself into restraints. And the restraints could be that the energies of the cosmos takes over, and you don't want the universe to take over choices that you want to make yourself in order to go ahead, because they will do it in a way that makes you, that has you wake up and say, okay, we're doing it this way. This is what you haven't dealt with, and we are going to get you to deal with it now. So this is putting the energies into your hand, so that you are the one who is in charge of these changes and transformations for yourself, Cancer. And when you do that, you're going to feel so much better. Aries, there's so much there for you. As I look at this chart. So this energy, this is about rewards. There's long-term efforts. There's simply staying true to your vision. Yes, there's goals and dreams, but this is for you to be sitting up and taking notice. Yeah, you have Mars. So many, I got a few Aries that are like your rulers in your sign. This is, Mars is your ruler. Take charge. That's what Mars is. Take charge. Allow yourself to open up to this newness. But some of you are quite afraid of it, or you're afraid of this energy. So this is about allowing yourself to, it's a subtle kind of energy, but it's all down to 2 major days of the cosmic flow. And it's all about the past and the efforts that catch up with you in the future. So this is the energy, and this is what Mars is doing. It's going through, and it's bringing it. And yes, it's slowing down because it will retrograde in September. But it's also looking at all that energy and all that effort that you've put in the past. It's kind of like a karmic bank where you've done the work. It's been there. Maybe you haven't seen it for a while. Now it's coming forward for you. And in comes this Aquarius energy. So this energy is freedom, rebellion. It's saying, yeah, let me open up to the cosmos. Let me open up to something new. This is looking into, your recognition, your reputation. This is opening up and saying, allow me to accept it. Because sometimes it feels like you don't want to accept it. And the first red letter day is this full moon. So this moon shining on your future path. This is opening up. The next, not only that it's a spotlight, I'm talking about the moon still. This is about your journey. This is about your friends, your contacts. This is bringing in bands, clubs, association, all of that energy because it's in your 11th house. This is looking at the collective. This is looking at the energies of Mercury retrograding, Mercury opposing retro Saturn. Right? So there's that, Saturn saying, this is what you need to do. And Mercury is meeting up with Vesta, this love, this beauty, and its object in devotion and willingness of saying, you know what? I'm going to go with the ladder of gratification. I'm going with what I know that feels good for me. That's what it is, Aries. Trusting your intuition and coming forth, keeping the flame alive for your dreams. And that brings in unity, right? Renewal, peace, hope. This brings it in. The Aquarius energy is just activating it, getting you moving, getting you going. And with that comes in the North Node. Releasing your life purpose. This is opening up doorways for you. Doorways that you might have felt were shut for a long time. But the one thing that seems to be holding you back, it's the Empress. The Empress is coming in. And it's sort of like something that's conflicting you on where you want to go and what you want to do. And the Empress is coming in and she's opening doorways for you and keeping a flame alive. And she's wanting you to manifest and come into your fruition. Yet there's something there that you're doubting. You're doubting yourself. You're doubting that around you. You know, there's good news that wants to come to you, but maybe you're too angry and pissy to allow it to come. Maybe you're too afraid to get, and new doorways are opening up and that you might have to change something and you don't want to change something because you're too much of a control freak. So the Empress is there. There's this bounty that wants to come in for you. Freedom is wanting to come in for you. Unity, life purpose, change, transformation. It's bringing in a fresh sense of satisfaction and to kick back and enjoy. But are you afraid of that? Are you afraid to let the energy that surrounds you and all the efforts that you've been putting in is you're not allowing it to come forward? Because there's bounty there for you. So this is an awakening for you, Aries. It's there. It's like, and I posted this on my wall with Russell Brand, and it's like having a cave, and the cave is there. The cave, you just have to go in. It's going to give you the information you need. It's got everything that you have. Yet you keep going by it, and you're like, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it. And it's there. So this is holding your vision. This is getting you to hold your vision and hold your truth and doing the work without seeking a shortcut. It's, you know, and it's opening up for you, but you're being pissy about it, my you know, Aries. You're being really pissy. So opening up, and don't be afraid. Like, don't be afraid that, oh my goodness, so much is coming in for you, Aries. I feel like there's a fear because of old belief systems. If I do this, I'm going to upset somebody. And somebody mentioned to me, it's like, oh, I can't do that because I'm going to upset God. You're not going to fucking upset God. You're going to upset yourself. God does not get upset because you are trying something new. You have to remember, and I'm going to put up who's next here. I got a little thing to say here before I put up the next one. This is change. This is where we're coming into this division in our world right now. And many are holding on to past beliefs. One of the things we have to remember when it comes to any writings, any biblical writings, or any books, prophets that have written, they all channeled that information. They channeled it and then added their own into it. That's what you have to know, is that this is coming into a newness, a renewal for us, a new path, a new understanding in order for us to create something better. Yet hanging on to old belief systems, and you got to understand where those belief systems come in, where those energies came in, and what they were saying when they wrote that, and what they are trying to oppress in some of the wordings, or, you know, of biblical, or, you know, I got, you know, the Quran or Judaism, and some of them are, it's like, well, you can't do this because this will happen. And it's understanding where that came in, where that understanding and belief came in, right? And I got anyways, pork is coming in because my daughter posted this picture of this slaughterhouse. And anyway, so it was a gross picture, and something, as they were cutting up the meat, there was a cyst in the meat, and it burst and it went all over the table and whatever. And I'm just like, well, that happens in all meat. It's not just pork meat, but it does happen in all meat. But the reason why many weren't allowed to eat pork, it's because it wasn't cooked properly, and they didn't have the proper storage back then to do it. So drying beef, like beef is okay if it's not fully cooked, you can still eat it, so cooking and drying it is a lot easier than what pork was. So people would get sick with it. And of course, say not eat it. They also, in different parts of, they're not supposed to eat shellfish either. Well, of course, because if you collect shellfish at the wrong time, you can get sick, or if you don't cook it properly, or lobster. So these are things that through time, there's a reason why they wrote them. There's a reason why they said certain things. And there's words in there and things and information that came in that were channeled. And that's what we got to understand. Anyways, I had to say that. So we're on to Virgo. Maybe that's why I had to say it, because we're on to Virgo. Oh, Virgos. Man, I got some crazy Virgos out there right now. Some of you guys are being kind of funky right now with some of your energies, and being really funky with your energies right now. And there's a lot happening with your career sector. There's a lot happening with you. Soul food, synchronicity combined to deliver the perfect recipe this week. So this is where, especially when it comes to love and support, you got to let it flow, and you got to allow it to flow, and you got to allow, clicking things that shouldn't be clicked. You got to allow for things to open up for yourself. So destiny is coming in for you, and it's serving some synchronicity. Put yourself back in the flow. Allow yourself to go in the flow. What is it that you love to do? Because I feel like there's been, I don't know, I got some pissy Virgos around here, and feeling very like grumpy over people, and look at what they said, and blah, 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 blah. So it's allowing for this love to enter this new age, love to come in for you. This is about synchronized and synchronicity. This is about coming into sync with your flow. But so many are just not wanting to go in the flow, or they're afraid to step in the flow, or they might be in the wrong flow. And is this the right flow? So much is coming in, and this moon is like, it's bringing in a lot of sensitivity. A lot of emotions are rising up for my little Virgos, and you're feeling it. And it's this pristine, pure, and devoted. There's this energy that's coming in of substance for you, and bringing in this substance to allow for the flow to come in. Yet again, here's these, I keep feeling these blocks are coming in for a lot of people. When I'm doing this, I feel like, oh, well, look at there's this beauty that's coming in for you. Well, I can't go outside. I can't do this. I got, it's like, I'm afraid I might get the virus, so I got to wear a mask. I got to, all of this is like, this Virgo's like, I got to follow orders. I can't be blah, 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 blah. And it's like, whoa. It's like, come on back and find out your flow. Why? This is like you're getting into fear, and the soul food is coming in. The soul food that's coming in, this cuisine that is encompassing you and bringing in and wants to feed your soul. This music and acceptance and all of this beauty, its scrumptiousness is coming forth. But Ah, your ruler Mercury is busy this week asking who supports your dreams or helps you towards them. This is looking around. Where am I wanting to go? What do I want to do? What are my dreams? In comes the Phoenix, rising up. If you're sitting there again, I think between I got Aries and I got Virgo sitting there. This is asking you, and then we got the especially as it opposes Saturn, and maybe that's that fear because you're not following orders, you're not following the way it's supposed to be. This is and the weird thing about Virgos is like, when it comes to sexuality and sensuality, they're pretty high up there on when it comes to stepping into their sexual selves, because you would think they're all conservative, but underneath that clothing, there's some things going on, baby. So there's this energy. Just allow for that sensuality to come through, the love and allowing it to come through. But yeah, it's like, I want to see. It's that north, it's the south node coming in, and you're like, I don't know. I don't know if I can go for this. I'm just going to sit here and wait and see. I'm going to wait and see. But this is about preparedness. This is about feeding your soul. This is about allowing you to go forward. And what's stopping you, my little Virgos? You got your wishes. Look at it's the 9 of Cups. Wishes, everything that you are wanting is, again, oh my goodness, things are coming in for you, but you're not going forth to it. You are, I don't know, you're waiting for the bell to ring. You're waiting for someone to show up. This is a boost to your soul, your immunity, and feeds your soul. This could be, company you keep. This is like this Venus energy wants to come in, but maybe you've isolated yourself for so long and now you're very paranoid. And this is usually about, love of friends. We got Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn all still in your fifth. This could turn into much more. So give it time this week. Allow yourself to, come into your Virgo magic and come into your synchronicity with it, because the Phoenix is coming in and saying, let's rise from all of this. Allow ourselves to come in, and don't just wait and see. This is about you taking action and listening and looking at your dreams and going forth towards your dreams. Very important. Just saying. I just went quiet. Very important. That's all I had to say for Virgos. So moving on forward. Bringing the energies in. For the beautiful sun to shine, and bringing the energies in of Leo. Here comes the Leo. Ooh, might have to put my hair up because now I'm just like, my mane is just, it's just so much hair. And it just keeps getting longer. So in comes Leo. I was hoping it would pour down rain. I really was hoping for this rain to come in and just cool it the hell down, but it didn't happen. I got magic coming in. Self-discovery, fate, touch of timing. I got magic. Bringing in love, bringing in this new cycle. This is your solar return, right? So this is depending when your birthday is, we have your solar return. Nice and breezy bin in the talks. Oh. So this is to ensure it and measure up now. So I got this beautiful energy of to clear out the old and make room for the new. Because this is your solar return, it's destiny again, but it's love needs passion and to pursue and smooth sailing. So we got this energy, this real, gangbuster of energy. But this is to look at long term. This is looking at your long-term relationships in your life. And what kind of long-term relationships do you have? Are they, it's your love, it's your marriage, and double acts as in all descriptions. So what are those long-term energies that you have around you that you want to have around you and keep? And this is where perhaps even acting as a mirror to show you what it is that you need. So there might be relationships that are coming in that you're like, well, that's not really what I want. But they're showing you something, and you have to be able to take the step back, because in comes the Scorpio energy for my little Leos. And this is intense. This is mastering. This is, again, this is magnetically charming. This is about being assertive. This is allowing for you to come into this. Now I just got my Leos turned into a panther, as soon as I got the Scorpio energy. And so I got this energy of transformation and change for you. And this week is bringing in transformation and change for you. This is looking at your devotion and where you want to go the distance with it. This is allowing for your, again, because we're on a full moon, and we have the north nodes with Venus and the opposition with Saturn. It's like, look at, this is what we want. It's like showing others, showing the man, here it is. This is what we want. This is what I want. This is bringing in my magic. This is bringing in my destiny, and allowing for my passion, and allowing for my energy, positive energy, to surround me, bringing in the good fortune, allowing for that. This is taking time and almost, I know they got the stars in front of me now, charting out your next year. What is it that you want to do? This is charting it out. Have you done a solar return reading? Like, have you taken your cards out and done a solar return reading for yourself, or book one in? And a lot of people are like, what's a solar return reading? It's a yearly reading. We go through and we pull a card for each month, and we go through the month. We go through that whole year. Right? And going through this is about reflection, and looking at this reflection on love tells you that you need more than dreams and wishful thinking when it comes to the kind of energy and long-term energies that you want. So this is where it is. It isn't that what you've always wanted. It is. Isn't that what, this is, how do I say this? Isn't that what you always wanted? Yeah. Blah. Looking at this. So I get that it's almost where you've been walking along this wall, and I got this brick wall, and I'm trying to think of the show, but there's a gatesman who's been guarding the gate for thousands of years, and he's sitting there, and you come up to the gatesman, and you're ready to go to the other side. You're ready to move to this other side, but the other side seems unknown. And of course, with all of this about partnerships, here comes the 7th house. About partnerships, about relationships. What is working? What isn't working? What is in your alignment? What isn't in your alignment? It's the Libra house. And looking at the Libra house, it's about the balance. Virgo handed the scales to Libra to bring in the balance of justice, to bring in that balance, yet has the sword of justice. So my Leos, this is bringing in your justice, your energy for what you want for the year. And as I said, if you got a deck of cards, do your solar return reading, or book a reading in to get your solar return reading, and take a look at what is coming up for me this year. Right? What is coming up for me? What's going to happen? This is coming into what kind of relationships? Who do I want to have around? Remember, if you've been following my scope, and if you've been following my lives, I've been telling you, who do you want to have around you? If you're in a relationship, or if you have some old fart that you don't want to be with, why are you still there? What's there? What are you gaining from that? So this is really looking at, everything to do with all kinds of partnerships and loyalty, and who is loyal to you. And what are you resisting? Oh, in comes the Page of Swords. New knowledge, newness, something that is coming into you. Here comes this new energy. It's fourth, it's air. It's air. So in comes this air energy. Very new, which is very Aquarius. So the Aquarius energy is coming in for you, my little Leos. And it's coming in with some new information, new ideas. And some of them seem so fucking outdoors. They're extreme. Well, what do you expect from Aquarius? They're extreme. It's the sign that, it's a little crazy. They're ruled by Uranus. There's this energy that's coming in that wants to bring in change and transformation for you. And it's intense, and it's bringing this intensity in for you. And it's getting you to ignite your flame and get going. And it's allowing for you to come into the fire, to bring in the change of the love and the passion that you want, to bring in that energy that surrounds you, the love and the joy and what you want to do. It's that wall, and you're seeing where you can get out, and you're looking at it and you're saying, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go through this threshold to the other side. And the other side looks scary because there's like, ooh, I don't know where this road leads. And there's trees and there's a forest that you've never been in before. But it's looking at where it's magical. There's magical space that's coming in for you. And it's starting this week. This moon is opening up something very magical for my Leos and allowing for that magic to come through for you. So it's going to take you, and new information is going to come in. You gotta love when the Page of Swords comes in, any of the pages, because it's newness. It's bringing in newness. And the swords is energy, new knowledge, new understanding. So, and you might be afraid of it. You might be afraid of this energy that's coming forth and this newness that's coming forth for you, because it's like, you're a lion. It's like, I want to do it my way. What do you mean? But your guides, you got to come in and start talking to your guides. If you guys are not working with the Palladians, or if you are not working with, I keep on getting, ET energies. I get that you have to start channeling a little bit more and coming into your channel and listening and working with them. And I know some of you are very afraid to be working with either ET energies or the Palladians, and you get very fearful of it. This is you stepping into that power, because there's information that's coming in for you for change and transformation. There we go. So, my lovely little Leos, this is I think it's a beautiful week for you. I think you should be. I'm hoping that you journaled and did a reading for yourself. If not, book one in. Aquarius is, you've got this new moon or full moon. It's emotional this week for you. This is no week to lock yourself away. This is about, your highest level. This is your tower. This is you're at the peak, bringing this energy. There's opportunity. There's love there for you. And it's get ready. It's allowing yourself to open up to it. There are opportunities that are opening up for you. So this is about your self-belief. What are your self-beliefs? What are you fueling with your self-beliefs? They will fuel your future. So what is that you're believing? And in comes the Cancer energy. Oh, I'm telling an air to feel. This is bringing in some feeling and caring and loving and family and home and harmony. This is making things squishy and ooey and gooey for you. This is about you to speak up and share your feelings in a very positive, loving way. This is about what you have set out to attract. What is it that you want to bring in? So here comes this energy. Do you feel Do you feel you can express yourself truly and how you feel? Do you feel you can? This is about, it's let them get closer. Invite them. It is okay to allow yourself to let the guard down. It's okay for you to allow yourself to let love in. You're always wanting to go out somewhere or go out or escape somehow. And this is about feeling comfortable and sharing them and listening to your feelings. This is about curling up and having one of those beautiful midnight talks. With your lover, with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your significant other, or it could be somebody on Zoom that you just, that you just need to chat with, right? So this is about owning your emotions. You know how hard that is for Aquarius? Holy shit. And knowing you are justified to feel what you feel. Usually they can be kind of snappy. They don't want to talk about their feelings, or if you don't get it, they sound very Hurr. So Mercury is coming in along with Vesta and bringing some energy in, because we want you to step into the fire, to let go of emotional upheaval, embracing renewal, let go of whatever shit you're hanging on to and let it go. This is releasement. Bring in the gratitude. What are you grateful for? What are your intentions? Oh, see, the moon's coming in. It's about your soul, baby. Bringing that in, allowing for this full moon. And it's saying, keeping those feelings to yourself isn't in your best interest. It's allowing yourself to write it out, put it out, burn the shit out of them, right? So this is where, because we have this beautiful energy with this North Node coming in, bringing this energy in for you to start looking at your inner child, to start to embrace that inner child, that Cancerian energy, so that you can allow your soul to ignite and shine. The energies are so intense for transformation and change for people this week. It is wanting and it's pushing. And the thing is that with Saturn there, who is Aquarius's, co-ruler, is saying, we want you to bring in structure. We want to bring this fixture. We want to bring this, but you're like, yeah, that's nice. That's, that's cool. Thank you very much. But I got a different idea, and allowing yourself to flow with your ideas and open up to it. And with it, she was reversed. So I got the Queen of Swords. So you're missing your information. The Queen of Swords, which is a queen of almost like I'm going to fuck you over kind of queen. I don't give a fuck what you say, queen, is reversed. So you're blocking information that's coming in. You're blocking and you're resisting what is coming in. You're resisting having to feel. That's what you're resisting. You're resisting having to let go of things that you have to let go of that are no longer of service of you. So if you're hanging on to things that, if you have mother issues or father issues, if you're hanging on to things that, this person did that to me, or anything like that, it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. This is about looking at your personal wellness and what's your priorities, and not hanging on to past bullshit. This is about to lighten you up. This is about getting you into an attitude of self-love and going towards that self-love, and getting you to really allow for that uniqueness of you to come through and shine, allowing for that uniqueness to come through, because many times you want to hide your uniqueness, or if you haven't stepped into that, it's time to step into that uniqueness of you. It's time to allow for you to look at, what am I overthinking? What am I dwelling on? What is this everyday stuff? What am I hanging on to that I keep going over in my head over and over again, and it's not doing me any good? So looking at where that anxiety is within you and asking yourself, okay, what is it? Because I want to bring in the love. Love your, it's like love your day job? Do you love your life right now? Are you in love with what's going on? If you're not, this is to look at it and start looking at, where can I make the changes? How can I make the changes? And don't use CV as an excuse, because we're coming to a point where, yeah, we got some major shit happening, and energies that are coming in for transformation and change as a consciousness as a whole, that's coming in very ruthlessly. But that doesn't mean that you can't still pursue your dreams or pursue things that you want to do. This is not to shelve things. This is about looking into things. And if you're unsure, get into your artistic side. Allow yourself to draw, paint, play music, dance. Get into that artistic part so that you are allowed to express yourself in some way or in some format. Very important. Who's up next? Oh, it's Scorpio. As I say that, Scorpio. Wanting to bring in an objective viewpoint. See, this full moon says go with your gut when it comes to those needs, but don't keep feeling under wraps. That's what I wrote. So being open strengthens those ties and brings you closer. So this is about following your gut, Scorpio, and not allowing others to hold you back. Access all areas when it comes to those emotions. Whoa, that's something. How many Scorpios like to feel their emotions? You think air is bad for feeling their emotions? You think water should feel their emotions? Get a Scorpio to start feeling their emotions. That's intensity. That's coming into, and I got coming into the, they got a ladder. So I got this ladder, and the ladder's on this, and I got, wow. So it's coming down to the underground. Coming down to the underground. Wow. So Scorpion. Coming into the underground. And it's when you're coming into the underground, it's like where it's allowing for you to let go of and release, because it's an emotional, the full moon is stirring up a lot of emotions, and your sensitivity is increased. This is about your psychic and intuitive ability, and to heed your gut. This is about listening to your gut, man. This is about your vulnerability. Scorpios don't like to be vulnerable. We don't like to be vulnerable. We don't like to show our vulnerability. This is where it's in your softness lies your strength. It's coming into that. And now I got white. I got these fluffy, but they're not white. They're pink. They're pink fluffy pillows. So in the underground now we got these beautiful pink fluffy pillows that are coming in to say, come into this part. But I think the underground is more of coming into that, the coolness of the earth, and allowing you to come into that coolness of the earth. When you go into the earth, and you're and you dig deep, and if you've ever been on an excavation within our in archaeology, anyways, when you go down into the earth, it gets cooler, right? So you're coming into this coolness. You're coming into this part where bringing in, where there's safety and there's home and there's security for you, and nurtured, and allowing yourself to be nurtured, allowing yourself to come in and be vulnerable. Faith and good fortune and authorities coming in. This is Sagittarius. This is shooting your arrow. This is allowing for you, trusting that your arrow is going to be shot to guide you. It's your guiding arrow, this guiding light. And you may withdraw and activities, want to spend time at home, and you may, this is where you want to feel and understand and support us. So having support, you're wanting support, but you got to follow your gut with this. You can't isolate yourself and try and do it all on your own. This is looking at and finding that support that you need, because there is love is coming in. So love is supporting you, love is around you. And it's funny because when I was at Blessed Circle the other day, and I said something in that, and one of the girls, Andrea, said to me, she goes, well, if you need help, just ask. And I was like, whoa, what? Ask for help? I mean, when we really need help, yes, we will ask. But for the most part, we're, very self-sufficient and wanting to do it on our own. So this is vulnerability, and allowing for the vulnerability to come in, and allowing for that energy to come in. And before reaching for a chocolate, ask yourself why you're not allowing yourself to feel your feelings. Before you grab a glass of wine or whatever it is that is your little fix, we all have it. It could be chips, right? As long as yoga isn't involved. See, you got to ask yourself why you're not wanting to do yoga, Tamara. It's coming into that area, right? And it's coming in, and it's like, it's subtle and it's powerful and changes in the air. So this is going to allow you to transcend old fears and blocks, to progress which have been around you far too long. Mercury, Vesta is there, opposite Saturn in there. And this week wants you to see that you are more capable than you've given yourself credit for. I got angry in yoga today. Yeah, well, yeah, because it gets you to release, right? It gets you to release. So when you're doing different poses in yoga, and what it does, it vibrates, it releases. So if you're holding a position for a certain amount of time, that vibration is starting to work with your intestines and bringing in things that you hang on to. And it could bring up anger. It could bring up, you cry for no reason. So many things can be brought up. And this is like, I got the Grand Cross, and it's called the Provoker. So the Grand Cross comes in, and it wants to provoke you. It wants to say, hey, where are you releasing? What are you doing? Are you doing what you're supposed to do? This is about looking at and giving yourself credit for, things that have happened. And this is despite those wonky feelings. It was chair pose. Yeah, well, if you're holding that, yeah, it's going to bring up stuff. Because what are you holding on to? Because in chair pose, you're holding a pose for a certain amount of time. So what are you holding on to? And of course, you get the Three of Pentacles reversed, right? I didn't like yoga. No wonder I didn't like yoga. It does. So when you're doing something, I got my yoga people here. Like some of you guys are like, I don't want yoga. It's like, in comes the Three of Pentacles reversed. So the Three of Pentacles is where, and I feel I need to ask a question with this. I don't know where I put my book. Throwing everything behind me. Oh my goodness. What a night. What a night. How can I combine my energies and creativity with those around me who also support my vision or dreams? Three of Pentacles. How can I bring people around me to help support my dreams? It's a time for change and new beginnings. So if you want the change, this is where this energy is coming in, and it's with that North Node and Mercury coming in there and opposing Saturn. So this could see the same theme revisit you. Do you want some stuff repeating in your life? I don't, especially around money. So Venus rules this, of course, and flies free in your ninth from the 7th. So freedom begins within this week. You just have to be allowing yourself to be vulnerable and to be unafraid to be vulnerable this week. And this is also where you have to, the vulnerability is going to make you strong. And second, by knowing that often we don't solve issues, we simply soar away from them. That's your strength and your superpower this week. So, knowing that often we don't solve issues. So, some things you just can't solve. So, you got to simply soar away from them. So, this is where it's like it's looking at the North Node ruling, travel and theme and karma, and looking at even things from 19 years ago. So, what was happening and see what occurred. Then that enabled you to attain a new sense of empowerment. So if I look at 20 years ago, holy shit, 20 years ago, I was, we were living in Penticton and I had my kids and wow. So my youngest would have been or my eldest would have been 8. We might have been still in the complex. So I was still trying to find out, raising young kids, my youngest would have been maybe 4. So raising little ones, running around, trying, all of this, trying to do things for my kids, do things for everybody else and my and my mom and dad and all of that, right? So this is where, it's an abusive relationship. So this is where, I'm looking at 20 years ago. Wow. That would be, I'd be only married 14 years. 14 years. So my youngest would, this is where we were really trying to put things together and we were really struggling, with the kids and Steve and work and, oh, wow. I don't want to go back there again. No. So this is where it's like, looking at it and this is going to enable you to gain a new sense of empowerment, looking at where you can bring new energies in for yourself to allow yourself to go forward in your life, allow yourself to go forward in your life, allow yourself to have some newness. So my little Scorpios, I'm in there with you. Don't want to repeat nothing. I don't want to repeat that from the past, but especially when it comes to money. So looking at your financials right now and seeing what's holding you back, what's the energies that are holding you back right now, financially. So what are the fears? What are the, obstacles that might be presenting itself for you at this time? So this is really a fine time to be looking at it. Who is next? Oh, it is the incredible Pisceans. Like everybody, no. Caring for my parents. Wow. And it's like, when you look at different things that were going on in your life back then, like 19 years ago or 20 years ago, I'm going to put it up to 20 years. It's easier for me. And that's for all of us. Look where you were 19 years ago, because that's, where the North Node was in Gemini and the energies that were going on for you during that time, right? So this is where 2001. What was going on in your life in 2001? Wow. A lot happened in 2001. That was a huge transformational year, right? I remember that. So this is looking, when I look at my my oldest would have been 11. 9/11 happened. My oldest son was 11 that year too. So this is like 9/11 was happened during that time. Um, TSA came out the following year, restrictions on air flights, all of that, what was coming in. What's happening now? We got restrictions on air flights and things like that. So looking at things that were going on in your life, right? Dana won her ladies championship. Woo! Party time at Dana's. Coming out to Chestermere. So much happened in our lives, and changes that happened in our lives. So if you think about the changes that happened at that time, where we thought, oh, this would never happen, and it did. And that feeling of insecurity was there too, came in, right, during that time. And all of that, I've released the past few years. Yeah, sweeping up after everything I've released the past few years. So this is like really looking in, like, yeah, we're going forward. So for all of us, it's about a time of going forward and looking at it and looking at this energy about going forward. So welcome, Dana. Thank you for joining us. And I'm so happy that you won your golf tournament. That's so awesome. So, and now we're heading into Pisces. So the full moon is in your 12th, and it puts your intuition at a peak. And this is, determine which is best to take action. So I feel like for the Piscean, it's like I got them swimming on their back. And I got a bunch of mermaids flapping their little, coming in too. And it's not you, it's me, or is it? That's the question I got. Stop and take note of whether this full moon is all about your feelings, or if you are now so open and sensitive and porous that if you are making a mistake, right? So someone else's emotional state for your own. So really do a check-in, my little Pisces, on how are you feeling? What's going on? Is this my feeling? Is this somebody else? What am I taking on? And this is where you got to keep a dream journal. It's important for you. And I think there's a lot of dreams and information that's coming for you, but it's like sometimes I find that, Pisceans are very intuitive, yet they don't want to use their intuition, especially when they're younger. They get very afraid of it. And then as they get older, it can hit them in many different ways, and it can hit them like a truck just hit them, or bus just hit them. So they can go through a lot. But this is, please don't leave it until the morning. So this is about looking into it. Don't leave things till the morning. So jot things down, information that's coming in. I feel like you're receiving information that's coming in, and it could be causing confusions, or others people's energies are causing confusion. And in comes Venus. Whoa. I mean, Venus loves to be in Pisces. She loves to have that dreaminess. She loves to feel loved, but this is, looking at, your success. And I don't know if it's like if you've overindulged, maybe you're, something to do with that. But the truth around what you pick up and what someone else is maybe saying or doing. So Venus is coming in, and there could be a huge sensitivity that's coming in and around you, and feeling that sensitivity. And you may not be used to it, or you don't want to deal with it. So this is where you'll then be able to back instinct and facts. This is like listening to yourself and know what to do and base it on. This is really checking in. It's a time to check into how you are feeling. And this is, also as you're checking in, because the other things that you're feeling could be from, childhood, could be other things, that emotions that are coming up right now for you, because this moon is in your 12th house. It is very sensitive. But this is really also, it's like checking in and saying, no, this isn't mine. I've dealt with this. This is somebody else's. And starting to plant the seeds that you want to plant when it comes to the relationships. How deep do you want It's like if you're wanting to have something that's substantial and beautiful in your life, you want to plant something that's going to be hardy, right? Something that's going to be renewed each and every year, not an annual. You want a perennial. You want to bring something in that's going to bring you something and some substance throughout your time. And this is about I got decisions around home and management and living and where you want to be. It's so important, especially over this next month, right? Is this where you want to live? Is this where you want to be? This is, Venus, meeting that North Node, as I've been saying. It's about looking at your home, your roots, your tradition. And somewhere along the line, you might be feeling uprooted. So you need to allow yourself to really feel it so you can soar towards your destiny. So you can soar towards greater clarity and strength. And as you do that, in comes Uranus. It gives you that energy and say, yeah, this is what I want to do. Because Uranus is in Taurus, and it's really getting things spiked up, and it's really sending a lot of electricity out. And you're water, so this electricity is going through water. It's getting you going. It's getting this energy piping up and moving and opening up and exploring and allowing for you to be ignited. So look into your day-to-day routine and responsibilities. Look into your health and your well-being. This is about Venus, she's fabulizing. This is about love, and this is about self-love and pleasure. And it's like it's almost like jacking you up on steroids right now. So it's a lot of energy coming in. So you have to be able to come in. And I got that's where I got the backflip coming in, and you're just like, okay, I just need to allow myself to bathe in the moonlight. Ah, yes. Come down and bathe in the moonlight in the water. Wouldn't it be cool to have an outdoor tub? It's too cold here in Canada to have an outdoor tub. But I mean, have a place where you can actually have a bath outside, like a little bath thing outside, and you could bathe underneath the moonlight. Oh my God, that would be exhilarating. So this is bringing in this pleasure and attraction in the air and allowing for you. What, in comes the Knight of Wands. Are you igniting your passion, or are you running away from your passion? Or is there a new passion that wants to come in and explore for you and allow for you to, soar above it? But, the Knight comes in and he's flying along there, and, he's got his little kitty on the back, and she wants to play with the wand. And there's a dragon there. So where's your passion? Where's the fire? Are you putting the fire out? Because the electricity, when it hits the water, is kind of it's sparking. It's giving something there for you. So this is going into your true feelings, and you might have been keeping something hidden. Maybe you're keeping something that you're longing for hidden. Passion there, something that you're hiding. And you need to come into that self-love, and you need to come into that attraction, into the air, allowing for yourself to feel. When it comes to this energy, the sun is shining, right? So, I mean, we got the sun in your 6th house, which is about health, which is about well-being. It's about taking care of yourself. And then the 12th house, which is about your intuition, your secretiveness. What are you hiding? There's something hidden there that you're not wanting others to see or hear or be. And you're getting so caught up in so many other feelings from other people that it's overwhelming for you at times. And there's a lot of overwhelmness that's coming in. So you really have to tune in to your inner be, and tune into that inner be that is going on in within you, and listen to this energy that's coming in, or your intuition. Also your dreams, because your dreams are coming in. They're pretty intense. So writing them down so you don't forget them. I think dreams are coming in for a few people too, with a lot of information that's coming in about the dreams, a lot of information that's coming in to bring in awareness for us. So, Taurus. There you go, Pisces. As soon as like Taurus, and I got, yeah, squaring off with Uranus is just like, I feel like I got game on and then I got game changer. So this week calls for long-term thinking and knowing what you deserve to have, what you want to have in life, love, recognition. This is about action. This is about lightening up. And you have the beautiful part, the one beautiful thing is that you got Uranus in your sign for 6 years. So this is about decisions to put in your new path. And he's really digging things up to get you going, to get, it's like when a planet's in your sign, you feel it more intense than what others feel it. So the intensity comes through. And this is where you need better than the current status quo. This is like, it's awakening you. You need to look at your potential. You need to go into, to learn something. This is about, looking at your local neighborhood. Maybe there's something there that you want to start, or maybe there's something more that you want to do. But I feel like there's a push. And of course, in comes the lion. This is about your loyalty, your protection. This is wanting to protect yourself. You want to make sure you're safe before you venture out. And Uranus is coming in and it's just pushing you. It's saying, no, that's not what you want. You don't want that job. You don't want that relationship. You don't want this. We want to look better at your house. We want to look at all of these things. It's time for you to awaken. And this full moon, in your status setting, it's in your 10th house of your career, your achievements to date, or at the front of the house. It comes to you impressing. It's opinion makers. It's to act on what it is that you are desiring. What do you want to do? What do you want to make up? This is like, coming in, right? And because if you don't take yourself seriously, who will? Air element, communications. Oh, it's like Taurus, you're slow moving. Air is coming in to get you moving. The electricity is there to get you moving. Going into Earth, communication can be very slow. Information can be very slow as it comes out. They don't always, they kind of think about it. They want to get everything going. Yes, we know that Geminis are like, blind, but there's also where when the air comes in, it's like, blind. Taurus is like, what did you say? What did you mean? How did you say that? Can you re-explain that? So air is coming in going, ring, ring, ring. And Taurus is like, oh, you want me to talk now? I have to say something? What? So this is the hardest task we can face when it comes to making that impression, is to actually access how we come across. How are you coming across? Are you coming across witty, charming? Or are you coming across slow and slothy? So this is where it's like, whether you are aware of it or not, you are in the public eye. People are noticing you. They're seeing you. How are you being seen? Third house, air. Air and fire are coming in. Oh my God, how full moon is that? This is how you look. This energy is not only for this week. It's especially with this full moon, it's how you want to present yourself as you go forward, as you move into the things that you want to do, how you want to earn money, how you want to have love in your life. This is a new role. Are you seeking a new role? Are you seeking a promotion? What are you seeking? Are you letting yourself be seen? So, and with Mercury is, in its ruling third on the third, and it's opposing Saturn, right? It's opposing Saturn. It's looking at Saturn. It's saying, what? So this is like, bringing in this energy of transformation. There's a secret to your success, and it can be very magical, but I feel like you got to move a little bit faster, come in with a little bit more pizzazz instead of sort of waiting along. Oh, comes the Five of Swords. So there's chaos, misinformation, misfiring, because you're not on the ball. You're missing information. Things want to come into you. A lot of air is coming in and around you, and it's stirring around. So if you get too much air in and around fixed earth, it causes a tornado. So maybe you need to step out of the tornado, and you got to allow yourself to settle down a bit so you can get the clarity and go forward and say, yeah, that is what I want. That is where I want to go. This is bringing in a lot of energy full circle for you. And this is to take your future seriously right now on the direction that you want to go. So defining your future in regards of work, of money, of love, of it all. But you can't sit around and sort of contemplate it right now. This is about getting your ass off the chair and getting it done. This is looking at long term, and this could have been a long time in the coming. So looking at your long term, because it's been a long time in coming. It's been a long time that you've been sort of sitting there wondering. So this is bringing this energy in. But the air is coming in, and the air can make it light and playful and fun. It can do that. You just got to allow it to come in, and you got to be daring to do it and start taking things. You know, you can still be serious and have fun, you know, but so everything doesn't have to be, you know, slow and mundane and moving. So this is a lot of energy that's coming in, that's getting and putting the firecracker under your ass to get going and start to take a lot more serious of what it is that you want to do and where you want to go, and not just sitting around and, oh, well, I'll just wait to see what the outcome is. It's like, no, you can't wait and see what the outcome is. You got to get up and take some action to do it. Breathe. Because in comes Capricorn. Whoop. In comes the Capricorn energy. Oh, love you, Capricorn. There's a lot going on. We got a lot going on. We got a lot to do with your money. The financial sector's coming in. We got things to do with, you know, truth. A lot to do with your truth, your values, your love. This is about your belief system. Your ruler Saturn has been showing you how to align expectations and reality. It's trying to get you to, again, I got, you know, this is like another earth sign that needs to be shooken up. This is about outer events, reflect your inner worth. So this is all, whether you feel this week is all about money, cash, income, possessions, assets. Take it that no matter what it looks like on the surface, it isn't about what's going on outside of you, but what's happening within you. What is going on inside of you, my little Capricorn? What's happening? This is a strong footing. This is about looking at things in a deeper way, which is also, you know, don't or shouldn't see restrictions. It's like, what are the restrictions you're putting on yourself? And in comes Vesta, you know, and Vesta is looking at Mercury, and Vesta is in opposition to Saturn in your home. So this is like, again, work within the self-worth structure. How are you feeling? You know, this is about leverage, upgrade. This is about bringing in some beauty and some substance for yourself right now. This is about to show up your beauty and your soul immunity. This is coming into some deep feelings for you. And, you know, with Mercury and Venus are on the move this week. They're ready. They're ready to get out of Gemini and Cancer. They're just going. And another reason, you know, for love and money and knowing it's deep its core is like, are you worth it? Do you feel you're worth it? Vesta wants to know. She's the one of sacred spirituality and center, knowing that I am worth it. I'm worth to receive what I want and allowing it. So in comes marriage. So there's proposals, there's contracts coming in. This is about debt and money worry. This is about impacting on your soul immunity. This is like, again, being, feeling, am I good enough? Am I being emotionally fulfilled in my life? Or am I just going along, drum hum? This is about looking at things in an unconditional love, and that you are not never enough, but that you have become gold since then. So Venus is letting you know you're golden. You got some really great things that can bring things up into newness and new changes. And with that comes the solar eclipse, evolution, revolution. Looking at those changes, those eclipses that happened. We had a lunar eclipse in Capricorn. We had a solar eclipse in Cancer. This is about bringing this transformation and change for you that you've been going through for about 18 months, because when the nodes were, the south node was in Capricorn. So this is about looking at all your old karma, your past, releasing, letting go. Let's go forward. So this is your self-worth coming out to shine and saying, I'm ready to shine. I'm ready to let myself be seen. I know that I'm worth it. I know that I am worthy of this beautiful love. And in comes the Ace of Swords. Receive the information and ignite it. Ignite the information that comes in. This newness, this education, this brightness of yourself. Allow yourself to be that, because it's going to bring in some newness and bring in some new transits for you. This is about you to seek and begin new partnerships of any description. This is about allowing yourself a person. This is a new beginning, and allowing for you to have these new beginnings. But you may be sitting and wondering, ho hum, should I or shouldn't I? But this is how to start anew with someone. This is about opening yourself up and knowing that you are worthy to do this. And it's a long time coming. I feel like you've been waiting for this, and you've been waiting for this to ignite you, and this energy to ignite you. Yet you've been feeling very strapped or stranded. So this is really coming into for you to look into some newness for yourself and some soul searching. So I got some really deep soul searching coming in for you, and doing your soul search. Well, you guys aren't last. Geminis, you're not last. Almost. Got two more after this. But you're not last. So, my little Geminis, I think it's always given that the early days of the month were going to be the toughest, with the conditions improving dramatically. So from tomorrow and even more, so the month is going to progress. So I feel like there's the first part of this month has been very tough for Geminis, and for you to progress, and the progression coming in, but it's going to lighten up this week. So up those expectations, and the doors of opportunity are going to start opening up more for you. So I feel like there's been a lot put on you. The North Nodes being in your sign right now is really bringing in some really dramatic change, but no more retrograde blues. This is share your vision with others. This is about travel a new path towards your freedom. Ditch the dull and feel the joy. This is right, bringing in your sparkliness, and you're free of the retro shadow. Woo! Venus is going. Venus has been there since April. That's a long time to have her in your sign. And then retrograde, and then north, and then the nodes coming in your sign. You guys have gone through some hectic cosmic energies that are coming, that have been causing a little bit of havoc there. But the nest news that only your ruler can bring, and this vibe is going to be with you for all month long. So there's some really beautiful energy that's coming up. And sure, it's Leo's birthday month, but the start of August may make you feel like you've got a second, you got a second on your schedule. So this is going to be lightening up. This luster is being restored for you. And then comes the eighth house. So it's transformation is coming in. It's intense emotion. Eighth house is ruled by Scorpio. So you got the intensity that's coming in, but this is about you reconnecting. This is your optimism. This is your faith that's coming in, right? And it's to know that it's a new direction that's springing up for you. And when it's coming into your larger circle, your social circles and your groups and your contacts. And Saturn, is also into your money. So Mercury and Vesta, opposing with in your sixth house, on the sixth, are you in fact worth more than what you've been settling for? So there's a need to address this right now, and you'll easily get to the point. This is about you putting yourself out there and allowing yourself and allowing yourself to be out there. This is not sitting around and waiting for someone to knock on the door or give you a phone call or a text. This is about you putting out there and knowing your self-worth and your money and how you were treated and valued by others. And coming into the snake, your intuition and healing power. It's going to guide you to a better place. So, but you got to be careful. There is intensity that's coming in. You can't just go crazy, but it's about expectations and your ability to attract, opening up that. And this is about taking this, your self-worth, freshly minted self-worth, and going forward and allowing yourself, especially when it comes to money. So money's coming in for you. But when it comes to money, and if you're sitting on the couch just thinking that the door is going to open and Mr. Banker or Ed McMahon is going to show up with a check, it's not going to happen. This is about you knowing that your self-worth and you going out to get it and saying, I'm worth this and I'm going to get a job or I'm going to ask for this promotion and doing it. Money's coming in, second house, owning it. So there's a lot to do with money coming in this week for you. And looking at the money, looking at, with Venus is going to be leaving your sign over the next couple of days, and she's going to be just zipping along and get going and get moving. And that's what she wants to do. She wants to get moving. But you might be overwhelmed by the Magician comes in. So there's choices that have to be made. What are the choices? What is it that you want to choose? Where do you want to go? I'm going to get you a question here for you, Geminis. How can I identify where my true skills lie? How may I maintain an overall balance in my life? And am I ready to ride the creative wave? This is a new beginning, inspiration. You got to make it, this is about looking at that inspiration. This is about igniting yourself, getting yourself going. This is a chance to reset your scales if you need it. This is about doing it. If you're sitting around doing fuck all is going to happen. If you're sitting around there complaining and going into delusionment and escapism, which Geminis can do that very easy. Geminis can escape very easy. Too much pressure comes on a Gemini, they shut down and they hide. And they'll go and they won't even excuse themselves. They'll just leave. Don't fucking say, excuse me, I'm going somewhere. They will just leave the party if it gets over intense or too much is happening. So they will, if they have to stay, they will do something to be a part of that escapism, whether that's through drugs or alcohol or watching TV or playing games. So it's, or lose themselves on some electronics. So this is where you got to start putting yourself in check so you're not losing yourself. And get yourself up and get yourself fucking off the couch and start doing something. And stop making excuses that you don't know what the fuck to do when you do know what to do, because opportunities are knocking at your door and the North Node is there saying, let's get going. Destiny's in our hands. Let's open this door. Venus is coming in there. This is bringing in some newness. This is bringing in some real beautiful, positive energy that's opening up doors. But a lot of times when it comes that you guys want to sit there and, I don't know, mope and feel sorry for yourself. But this isn't about feeling sorry. This is about getting motivated, getting out. If you need to, start jogging, start exercising, start doing something. You can't go to the gym? Go on YouTube. Like shit, there's so much there for you to do. You can't make an excuse for this anymore. But it's, when it comes to money, you guys, this is knowing your worth, because money's coming in. And if you want to make money, you have to get out there and do some hustling to get the money in there. You can't just sit around and expect somebody else to do it for you. And if that's what you've been doing, then it ain't going to happen. It's like I got Ed McMahon is not coming to the door. And I know some of you may not know who the fuck Ed McMahon is, but anyways, it's about a person coming and delivering a check to you and saying, okay, here you go. You'll be fine if you just, and here, I'm giving you all the money you need and all your wishes are going to come true. It would be nice. It would be beautiful if that was true, but it's getting you. And I feel like I just want to come around to all my little Geminis and get you moving, right? You're not 5. I got a 5-year-old Gemini running around who's driving everybody crazy because he's just like, this is great. Got all this energy. Because it's a full moon. And his mom is just like, he's driving her crazy. I love it. But hey, man, I'm sorry. If you're wanting change in your life, you can't sit around and fucking do fuck all. What? Of course, my computer dies, but that's fine. Sagittarius, what can I say? I feel blocked sometimes. Yeah, I get that you feel the block sometimes, but here it comes in. This is my guides coming in, and the guides are they're like, okay, but who put the blocks there? Who put the blocks there? I got a block. It's like you can't use the blocks as an excuse. You can't use that and say, I don't know. I know. It's because I feel and I understand the blocks. I feel and I understand that energy that comes in for you, and I get it. And I as an empath, I really feel that for you. Yet inside, in this part, in this energy that's coming in for you is saying, you know what? I can't let this hold me back. If I so desire this, if I so desire to do this, this is what you need to do. The thing is, and with the energies coming forward, okay, there's a lot of things that are going to be changing in our world. Yes. We're not going back to the way it was. Never will be. Well, that door is shut. That door was shut a long time ago. It was shut in 2012. This was almost the prep work. It's, for us to get ready. And 8 years forward in 2020 is saying, okay, now's the time. Now's the time for us to do it. And it's throwing a lot of different energies in on us at from all different angles. And it's centering yourself and looking at what can I do? Okay, I might not be able to go into a store and not wear a mask. That's an instant. But I can go for a walk. I can go to the park. I can do other things. Some jobs may not be there, but what jobs are? Where can I go? Maybe there's something online. Am I good online? Do I need to brush up my skills to work online? Do I know how to do the new Excel or whatever it is? Have I brushed up my skills? If not, look for a place to brush up your skills. This is where it's like, if you're sitting there and you're not utilizing things and you're saying, oh, I need to find myself. Oh, I'm so depressed. I'm so this, I'm so that. I just got like the energies of coming in and going boing, and saying, no, you don't. It's I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry this is happening to you right now. But there's an emergency happening here for you, that you need to wake up and you need to start doing things, that you need to start looking at your world and start to put things into order. And you can't escape anymore through drugs and alcohol. You can't escape anymore through watching, endless things of Netflix and waiting for the Netflix to say, "Are you still watching?" And you're just like, "Whoa, what was I just watching?" It's not about doing mindlessness. It's about getting out. And if you need to, just go for a walk around the block. Put on a yoga set. Do some meditation. Do your prayers. Get into your journal. This is about getting in and getting deep and getting fucking dirty with it and opening it, because the thing is that it wants you to get going. And you got a choice. Either you do it, or energies, which would be the universal energies. Remember, if you ignore and avoid something, it has a sneaky way of coming in and biting your ass. And that's what comes in, is that it'll come in and it will bite your ass in some way, in some format. And if you want it to sit there and wait and be in the South Node and Sag and say, "I'll just see what happens. Maybe September, the energies are going to be better." Are you seeing what's happening in Australia right now? I don't think so. Have you heard my scopes lately? I don't think so. And yeah, if you have to cry, if you have to feel that pain, then you cry and you feel that pain and you go through that pain and you allow yourself to go through it and feel it so you can change it. But if you don't, it's not going to happen. That's, it's like excuses are gone. Even for me, excuses. I can sit here and whine and cry and say, "Oh, I'm going to be this, how old, and what am I going to do, and what about this?" No, excuses are gone. It's time to get up to bat. It's time to start doing stuff. And so many out there are using COVID, using the energies, using politics, using the government as a fucking excuse. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think every country right now has a fucked up government. Doesn't matter where you live. They're fucked up. They're power hungry mongrels that are out there that are trying to suck it dry. But what can I do for me on my grassroots? What am I doing for my preparation? What am I doing to make the changes in the creativity that I need in my life at this time? What am I doing? And that's for everybody across the board. And that's where this energy, and that's where this full moon is coming in. This is the transformational moon. This is where I feel like it's like, whoa. It's same with when I, the energies I felt on Christmas Day. I went, whoa, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's Christmas, ha ha." And I was like, whoa, this ain't Christmas. There's other shit coming in, and it's coming down the pipeline, and it's coming down fast. And I know there is something coming down. But it's like, wow, if you're not paying attention, it's going to come in. And in comes, here I'm going to do see if I can pull up my notes on this computer. So it's going to be very very scary for some people. I put it this way, you can make the changes you want to make, but if it's not knocking on your door yet, you continue doing what the hell you're doing. There's civil unrest in every country right now, and we're going to see it even more. States is having it, and yeah, Canada's going to have it too. Australia's going to have it. Germany's having it. It's going to happen. But it has to happen for us to wake the fuck up and make a change. If you're not buying, what did I say to, and I said to him, I said, well, we gotta stock up on some extra stuff. And the first thing my husband goes, gotta love a good diabetic. Yep. But we need to have, some crackers and some Ritz crackers and stuff like that. So I got to go out and buy some cookies, and I got cookies galore in the house. But anyways, but he wants more snacky foods like that, chips and things like that. So, looking at peanut butter, it's being smart about it, right? It's being smart about the energies that are coming in. If you want to sit there blind, you can be blind, honestly. But one of the things that, for Steve and I, that we've been really trying to do is making sure that we pay, because we rent, that we are up and we are paying our rent. We have not deferred our payments. So has it been tough? Oh yeah. It's been freaking hard because to defer our payments, for our Jeep. No, we're paying them, but that's because I didn't want to be running in the hole. And I knew that things were coming. So yeah, I was strapped back. I mean, I'm not, this is the wake up call. This is what's happening. But I see, and I'm seeing a lot with the younger people. It's like, they're doing fuck all. They're just like, oh yeah, this is fine. They're like, they're on vacation time, like fucking vacation. Wake up. This is not vacation time. There's shit coming down the pipe hole. And if you're sitting around and waiting for like, oh, I'll just sit here on my whatever until it's done. No. Or people are wanting to go off to La La Land and go on vacation. I mean, I understand we all need a vacation, or go somewhere, but it's really looking into so much more right now. And this is where this energy is coming in. This is where I saw so many people having blocks when greatness wants to come in, but you feel the greatness can't come in because why? Is it knocking on your door? Is it stopping you from your computer? Is it stopping you from right now? You still have the internet for now. It might get blocked. Some other shit might come up. But right now, you got it. Utilize it. And trust me, they try and break it down. Something else will come up. So, anyways, we're going on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what are you coming in here for? And let me get, here, hang on. Our little Saggies. My Sagittarius, I got love. Love takes on a familiar fate right now. Whew. Even if it arrives in a fresh format, this is bringing in destiny. This is putting you and someone else on a journey together. I feel like there's some goodness, there's two roads meet. So I feel like there's roads that are meeting here for you, and two roads are meeting. And with these two roads that are meeting, you're welcome, in comes, your roots. Where are you planting your roots? What is it, Sages are not really ones who want to plant their roots down. They do, but they don't. So this is looking at your roots, looking at your journey of where you want to place. This is for you to keep an open mind on what you hear and wait to respond. And with this full moon, this is on face value. It's almost to wait 2 days and try to delay if you can, but we all know the full moon stirs up emotions and tendencies and disruptions. So, you might be feeling a little bit more energy, and it's about patience. Having patience right now is very important. Getting rooted is very important for you right now, Sagittarius. And as you get rooted, this is about looking into your creativity, bringing in that energy of the fifth house. The fifth house comes in. The fifth house is Leo. Right? It's that creativity, allowing for your creativity to shine, to come in and enjoy, because you are coming into an energy of rootedness and allowing yourself to be rooted. And the Knight of Pentacles, is something about a new foundation, a new road, but it's almost where you feel very like overwhelmed, like you don't want to do it, you don't believe it, it's too much for you. There is a tendency to overreact. Feelings are not fated. there's emotion that's coming in here, and no matter how strong these feelings are, my advice is to wait. I mean, because Mercury moves into the ninth Saturn ruled, and there's this energy that's coming in that really wants you to look at things in a deeper way, and without getting really hung up on too much of an emotion on this, finding a sense of humor, coming into your creativity, laughing, and allowing yourself to laugh, allowing yourself to enjoy. And as you do this, and as you enjoy, and as you bring in this substance, you're going to find this new foundation is going to come in for you. And it's going to come in a very easier, lighter way for you than you've had before. But if you're getting caught up with too much emotion, or being overwhelmed with too much, then you might find that it's you're going to miss the boat, or something's going to happen that's going to get you misdirected or misfiring, and we don't want you to be misdirected or misfiring right now. So wait a couple days, allow yourself to breathe. The energies are intense and bringing this intensity, and it's stirring up a lot in you, and it's really about kind of waiting, and then things start opening, you get a better perspective. So get into some creativity in the next couple of days. Do something that you find for yourself that is very creative, that allows for you to come into your inspiration. It's like, ooh, she was intense there. Somebody who just joined for the first time, they're probably wondering, who the hell is that lady? That's okay. So last but not least, not that they're at the bottom of the list, is the lovely Libras. Libras. So here you are. I'm double checking and making sure. I haven't been counting. Here we go, Libras. So many of you are just like, oh, yes. So you never know what's going to happen on these scopes. Of course, it's sun is still out. It's still bright. It's still sunny. It's warm outside. It's this whimsical energy that's coming in, and I feel this whimsical energy coming in for my little Libras, and bringing this whimsicalness to you, for you, with you, and around you. And the thing is that sometimes I think with all of this energy, there's a frustration that's coming in for you that I feel. There we go. That I feel that you are. It's the unknown that's bothering you. The unknown with all of this, and having this unknown feeling is kind of it can be overwhelming for you, and because you always want to know, like you want to know, but it's bringing in some humor, bringing in a life and work balance. This is looking into where Venus is set to remove restrictions and put you on a course for freedom, and take it, some old themes, and rework it and release it. This is where, bringing in some, a little bit of love in there for you, bringing in some beautiful energy to weave a little creative magic, taking a chance, and get ready for a restart. So this is bringing in some divine flow, some synchronicity for you, feeling some good hand-in-hand energy. This is allowing for you, this moon feels great. It's a wonderful time to go out, go for a walk. It's beautiful out, getting yourself in touch with some creative ventures. What are the things that you love to do? And this is to take a chance under this moon as it appears in your house of luck. And I don't mean blowing your weekly pay on any scratches, but this is about willing to take your heart and center and gamble into your dreams and your ability. What is it that's been sort of egging you on and wanting you to get into this creativity? And in comes Uranus. So this is bringing in some electricity. This is bringing in some sudden change and enlightenment for you, and allowing for that ignition to happen. and bringing in that ignition. You got angels. So your angels are guiding you and protecting you upon your journey. You're protected with this. So bringing this, and I think, Libras, you guys are always protected. Things always, you have that lovely disposition. There's a loveliness about you. There's a beauty about you. People love to be around you. This is where you could be, looking at, how confident do you feel? How happy do you feel within the world around you? This is like, with your ruler Venus is telling you it's time to step up and get going. And this is about looking into opportunities and freedom. So there's great expansion that's coming in. Uranus is wanting to expand. It's wanting to get going. It's wanting to move. It's getting into your soul level, allowing for you to feel it. What are your big ideas, your dream? The mass media, the higher learning, wide open spaces. This is, sports or large animals, are coming in too. So it's like maybe you want to go to a game or watch a game or something. This is looking into, and it's your sixth house. What's your routine? What have you been doing? Are you in a routine, or are you feeling stuck? You got a stuckness right now. So getting yourself and moving and getting yourself mobile and allowing for you to feel this and look into I got some dreams. I got some things I really want to do. And the Knight of Swords comes in. It's like, you know what? Maybe you're not going as fast as what you want to go, but that's okay. And I feel like this is okay, that you don't want to go as fast as what you've been going. This is about taking a little bit more caution and looking at things, because there's a sense of impatience and impulsiveness. And this is not what you want to do. You want to really look at things. And there is this is where I want to go, and allow for yourself and allow for your energies to move with this and listen to it, and gaining life experience through past mistakes and knowing, I've done that. I'm not doing that again. I'm going to go over here. This is what feels right. And how am I making my life balanced? Bringing in that balance is a big one that's coming in for you. So looking at your life balance right now, and is your life feeling balanced, or is it feeling out of sorts? Six, is routine. This reversed is about, where's your balance? Where are you feeling out of balance? So bringing that balance in, bringing that routine in. And when you bring in that routine and that balance in, you're going to be finding that, I got my creativity. I got, I'm bringing in my laughter. I'm bringing in some fun, and I'm not feeling so overwhelmed. There you go. I did it. Yeah, I did it with just a little bit of a rant, just a wee bit of a rant tonight. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you. This is a beautiful full moon, and the energies to be with you all this evening. A couple things. My tarot class is starting up tomorrow evening. If you wish to join, please let me know. It is $60. If you are wanting a reading, if you are wanting your solar return reading, get a hold of me and we'll do a solar return reading. So that's usually in and around your birthday. It's just another form of a reading, and we go over the next 12 months of energies that are coming in for you. It's a really great way to look at things deeply that are happening in and around you. And this is where we open up and we start to look more deeply within our own souls, so that we can come in and ignite into something that is true to our hearts and true to who we are. And that's where our divine and our God and our goddess and the angels all want us to go. Is go into your divineness. Allow yourself to be open to your own soul. The soul's coming in. Your soul is there. Your soul is expansive. And it wants you to join and be that expansiveness of who you are. Have a blessed one. May the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless you in all that you say and all that you be and all that you do. Blessed be everybody, and thank you so much for being on this journey. Bye-bye.